book of Hebrews makes the argument proving that Jesus of Nazareth is in fact the Messiah who was promised by God to the Hebrew people throughout their history. It's not an argument like having a fight, but rather a logical line of reasoning in order to prove a point. The author of this book is never clearly established. Many think Paul wrote it, but there is evidence that someone else might have written it. Either way, the important thing is not who wrote it, but what it says. We do know that whenever Paul entered a city, he went to the Jewish place of worship called a synagogue and presented his case for Jesus as the promised Messiah. For the sake of argument, let's imagine that this is Paul's presentation to a Jewish audience. If it isn't, maybe his presentation sounded something like this. Like an attorney presenting his opening arguments, the author of Hebrews makes a very compelling case. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the jury, before God spoke to you through the prophets, now he has sent his Son with his message of salvation. Jesus is the Son of God. As proof, I offer the following exhibits. He's greater than the angels, greater than Moses. He replaced the high priest forever and became the sacrifice for our sins. He had to become human to represent us in heaven. He proved his authority through signs, wonders, and miracles, and he's the source of eternal salvation from the penalty of sin, which comes through faith in Jesus. He told the Jews that their forefathers didn't keep the contract with God, so he drew up a new one. Before, they worshipped in a tabernacle which represented heaven. The sacrifices were a reminder of their sins. Now an eternal tabernacle has been made, but not by human hands. With Jesus as our high priest, we can approach the throne of grace with confidence to receive mercy. We are saved by faith. As evidence, I call the following witnesses: Abel, Enoch, Noah, Abraham, Joseph, Moses, Gideon, David, and more. With that in mind, be prepared to stand strong and focus on Jesus. Strive to live at peace and in love. Endure hardship and persecution. Remain pure. Don't put your faith in money. Be content with what you have. Work hard and obey your leaders. Do all these things to be good examples because you represent God to others. May God equip you to do good work for Him. The defense rests.